Okay, I just washed my hands. So now let's get back to preparing traditional Polish breakfast. This probably will be not as traditional because the Belgian bread we are able to get is a little bit too sweety and with some strange spices, but it's still, I think, better than the one at the local bakery, which is no totally sweet. Anyway, we were able to get some tomatoes, and they were pretty cheap, by the way, and some cheddar. I mean, I know that cheddar is not really this traditionally Polish, despite that other yellow cheeses maybe, but we couldn't get any cottage cheese, which we could use to make jik, because it apparently seems that cottage cheese is something which can be found only in Grand Hotel in Taipei, so it's actually an article of luxury. So without the cottage cheese, we will be still able to combine this Belgian bread. Oh, sorry. It looks like this. This New Zealand butter. This red tomato of unknown provenience. And something else. Did I mention? Oh, I forgot honey, but this will be another set of sandwiches which will be made with honey. So this is how I'm going to treat. I mean, this in a way is like a breakfast of Polish immigrants who come to a country like the UK, and they find the local bread there, which is not really like the Polish bread. And I mean, of course, the cheapest bread without any sourdough, without anything, and they try to combine it into something reminding Polish breakfast. So now maybe let's start with the process. I take a new slice now. I hope the butter is ready, because it's been kept in the fridge. Okay, let me put it here. Jamie, could you please show butter? Alright. It's still pretty tough. Bread with butter, it's probably got a lot of calories, and this is the kind of fat some dietary experts would advise us to avoid, but I think that this only single time, which will be a break away from Chinese breakfast, will do us no harm. I mean, at least we know that it is not palm oil turned margarine. Margarine or margarine? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I mean, this is not a word which I use often. I simply try to avoid that fat. Alright. Actually, recently I've been eating some more butter back home, and I lost some weight, so I don't know how it works, because theoretically you should put on weight by eating butter. I've got even a friend from secondary school who said that he lost weight when he stopped eating butter. Anyway, let's keep preparing this sandwich. I think that this may be too much, but as you can see, the bread is very soft, and it's not crispy at all. Maybe it would not be a perfect sandwich, but still enough of it. Alright, now let me slice some cheddar cheese. Cheddar, while being traditionally British, is, in my opinion, similar enough to Polish yellow cheese. I mean, this one is Australian or New Zealand, by the way, so it's still not exactly European. Anyway, it doesn't taste in turn like British cheddar. It's much more, I would say, without that fermented taste, which makes it closer to Polish cheeses. Alright, so we've got now this sandwich with butter and cheese. So now we have to add some tomato. I think that pickled cucumbers would be perfect here, but I don't think that we're going to grab any in Ho Taipei. Perhaps the closest place where they could be found would be Harbin. Maybe with the influence of the Russian cuisine that they have, just findable there. Right, so basically this is it. We've got a sandwich that I mean a sandwich. This is what I would probably call kanapka in Polish, but I wouldn't really call this because I usually reserve the word for those which I made like of two. Anyway, this is a kind of a breakfast which is pretty Polish style, and I think that in the very conditions that we are now, it is pretty close to the original. Alright, thank you.